Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Last episode we dropped off a flammable load and slept and repaired our truck a little bit. And then we picked up another flammable load at the same spot where we dropped off the first one, which was in Oxnard. And we are currently on our way en route from Oxnard to Phoenix, as you can see here on the screen. We're carrying ethane, and trying not to blow up. We stopped at a gas station in Los Angeles, which we discovered right at the end of the last episode. We almost crashed getting into this gas station, but we didn't. Turn off our parking brake, turn on the truck. We're in fourth gear, and let's get in the cab. We got out of the cab to make sure we didn't blow up the entire gas station. That would have been, pretty bad news, I think. Had we blown up the gas, had we had an accident with our flammable 2 load in the gas station, almost certainly not a good situation for us to find ourselves in. So we are going to speed limit drops here. It's all right. We're trying to build up speed anyway. We don't need to rest. There's a motel or something up here, but we're good. Those green plus signs, they have those in LA. I'm not sure what those are. What do those indicate? Green cross. I don't know. Is it a Jesus thing, or is it there's the motel. Cool. I hope we don't hit LA style traffic. I was watching that guy squirrel. Apparently there's a setting like in the config file where you can turn up the amount of traffic. He'd set is to like twice as much as there is by default, which sounds cool, but I kind of keep an eye on the mirrors. I kind of worry that more traffic would just be more, annoying. It would be more traffic, essentially. It looks cool, but actually having to drive in it, maybe at some point in the future here, when I'm feeling like the challenge level isn't where I'd like it to be, I could turn up the traffic. So around the I-10, which of course does go from LA to Phoenix. When I used to drive out to LA from Chicago, I would take I-80 most of the way, and at some point I'd cut down to the 10. Don't remember where exactly to take me into LA. My school was right off of the 10, a little ways west or east of LA, I should say. East of the city was in the Pomona Valley. San Gabriel Pomona Valley, I think it's called. So the full name. Well, we're going a little fast. Slow it down, and then we'll hit the cruise. Like right there, cruise, shift up, and let's just lay back, Posted instead of FedEx. That's funny. It's the first one of those I've seen, I think, in this game. That's cool that there's still, car models and stuff that I haven't encountered. I mean, this is episode like 25 of this series. They're about a half hour each. That's 12 and a half hours of gameplay. That's the entirety of my gameplay in this game. I've only clicked around and looked in some menus a tiny bit off camera. So the fact that we played that long and there's still, new cars on the road that we haven't seen yet, it's pretty neat, I think. Carlsbad we've been to. So, the 10 is a very busy freeway. Lots of traffic. I guess at 3:30 in the morning, it's not that bad. There's still, I think, more than more than this. Now, I have been watching some of those squirrel videos, just trying to learn a little bit more about some of the mechanics. I'd like to understand more about the garage, how you owning your garage and multiple trucks and hiring people and that stuff works. I still haven't really found a good video on that. But I have been watching Squirrel and hearing about how the game has progressed since it came out. It's been a little interesting. I think I mentioned in the last episode, as I understand it, Arizona wasn't even part of the game when it launched. It was launched after the game as, I think, free DLC. It must be free because I got it here. I didn't even have to install it or anything. It just came with the game. But then there was also, I guess, a big update, like 1.5 update, where they rescaled everything and made everything bigger, so further apart, so that when it launched, the scale was like 1 to 35 or 35 to 1, It's like 1 mile worth of road in the game represented really 35 miles worth of road in real life, distance-wise. And apparently they changed that to be 1 to 20 with the 1.5 update, essentially making the whole map significantly bigger. And I guess that's the scale that Euro Truck Simulator's on. I don't claim to really understand it entirely, all the details about why it matters or what difference it makes, but as I understand it, basically everything got a lot bigger. The American Southwest got a lot bigger with the update, and they didn't just stretch things out with the existing assets. Apparently they actually redrew everything and replaced all the assets, trees and buildings and billboards and all this stuff that you see out here. So it wasn't just just stretch out the roads in between things. It was really redo all the roads. Sounds like a big job. I wonder why they launched with the scale that they did. I wonder if that was a timing concern, trying to hit a launch date or something, or what. I have no idea. I'm hearing all this stuff really third, fourth hand, well after it all happened. I think I've said in other videos, I'm probably never going to be the guy to play a game first here on YouTube, or really in real life. I'm cheap. I like to wait for a deal on a game. This game I think I got for less than $10. Pretty awesome value, since I've already got well over 10 hours into it, less than $1 an hour, and having a good time with it. So that's pretty cool. And the one nice thing about waiting till well after launch to play a game is that all the important patches and things are already out. I think it's just kind of a sad reality of the way the sun's starting to come up. That's cool. Should get a nice sunset. We're headed east, or sunrise, I should say. So that should be cool. Looking forward to that. I think the sad kind of just reality of the way games are made these days, where they're really big budget, most games are big budget, multi-year affairs, development affairs with huge teams and lots riding on them, I think games are almost always delivered prematurely before they're really done, because the nature of engineering projects is that they run over time and budget. It's just, I don't know, maybe it speaks to our, ultimate kind of fail as engineers. I don't feel like that's entirely the case, though. I think I'm about as good at estimating as anybody. Software projects, the type that I work on, and it's still freaking hard, man, to provide an accurate estimate. There's so much unknown going into an engineering project. Engineering is really the act of taking something from the imaginary world and bringing it into the real world. And that process, there's absolutely always going to be unforeseen issues. Which is why we need engineers. You know, if it was easy, there wouldn't be any engineers. Everybody would just make whatever they think of. But the reality of the matter is that it's hard to make what you think of because, you know, when you think of it, you're not modeling the entire universe accurately. The only you know, supercomputer that we have available to us that can accurately, you know, certainly our minds are not capable, and the computers that we've built are not capable. The only computer that we know of that's capable of accurately modeling the entire universe is in fact the universe. That's my thought on it. That's how I feel about it. So, you know, what that means for engineering doesn't mean we shouldn't try engineering. You know, obviously we've accomplished a lot with engineering. But we have to understand that, you know, engineering has a big factor of, you know, ineffableness built into it. We just can't go into an engineering project knowing everything there is to know about it. Almost ever, even small engineering projects, we can still encounter unforeseen issues that arise just because reality is more complicated than we gave it credit for when we were designing our solution. You know, what that all, look at the sunrise over there, beautiful, just beautiful. Really, I tell you, the sunrises and the sunsets in this game are really one of the highlights for me. I really enjoy all the lighting effects. And the way the rays are cast just through the trees there, that is so cool. I think that's really cool in real life when it looks like that. And the fact that they captured that so nicely in the game. The quality of the color and the way the light, you know, breaks over the landscape, and the color temperature changes as the sun's, oh my god, that's so cool. So cool. I'm trying to pay attention to my driving here, but man, that is neat. Really neat. So yeah, engineering's tough, I guess, is my TLDR. Engineering is tough, and anybody who tells you otherwise is selling you snake oil. There is a ton of snake oil being sold in place of proper engineering these days. Because, you know, no one really wants to accept how tough it really is. Everybody wants to believe that the universe is not that much more complicated than their imagination. You know, and occasionally, you know, you do get lucky. Occasionally something, you envision something and then you execute it, and it goes just, you know, according to plan, or maybe even a little easier than you expected. And that does happen for the same reason that, you know, that things go wrong, you know, which is just that your model of the universe in your head is you know, we just got the Powell's Trail 3 of 6 part of the achievement. Must be just going through Arizona. Powell and Arizona, I honestly can't remember, but I feel like maybe Powell discovered Arizona or something like that. I can't remember. If you know, post in the comments. Alright, so we're only 14 minutes into the episode here. It's daytime now, 6:37. Look at these cactuses, very nice. Now we got a way. Alright, relax. It's no big deal. Show me my GPS so I see where I need to get off. Alright. As far as I know, there's no way to fail, I've touched on this in previous episodes, I think, this idea, but I don't think there's any way to fail your way. Because if you fail, then essentially that means you're smuggling. And that would be a fun expansion probably to the game. Like if there were covert smuggling jobs you could try to pull off without getting popped at a way station, that would be interesting. Or maybe if you get a traffic violation, you also maybe get popped. Be a cool mod if for someone to make. Seems obvious. That's another thing I don't know a lot about with this game is the mod situation. I think that there are. I know it supports mods. There's a mod manager on the main screen. I guess you probably get the mods from the Steam store, like most of these games these days, seems like. But I don't really know. I wouldn't mind checking out some mods. I might do that at some point. I think mods are fun, usually. It depends on the mod, obviously. I don't like a ton of mods. Because I think it's good to, kind of play the game as intended to some extent, Sometimes there's mods, that make it look a lot better or add some, quality of life or whatever. I get that. I could not get up to 75 with this truck and this load. But I don't know. The other thing I don't like about mods is that they tend to make games unstable if you're running too many of them, in my experience. So I'm not a crazy mod guy, but, it's fun. Why not? Right? Check them out. See if there's any ones that, guys say are really great. Let's kick on the cruise now. We finally got up to 74 miles an hour. Took us like an hour of game time to get up to speed here, I think. It's fine. Still surprised our path from Oxnard to Phoenix took us through LA. Guess we just kind of went around the outskirts of LA, but still, kind of strange. Wasn't expecting to discover LA on this trip. There was another town I thought we were going to discover. I can't remember what it was now. Like looking at the map, it kind of looked like we would discover it on this trip. Oh, we're back in the hot air balloon land. Is that Tucson where the hot air balloons were? Are they just all over Arizona? I don't know. I know they have a big hot air balloon festival somewhere down there. Well, that sucked. Really had to lose a lot of speed there because of this traffic. Couldn't get over. There was a guy there. Hello, officer. Lovely day. I am definitely still figuring out how to work this tranny here in order to get our speed going. Like, should I be in 11 or 12 here, I wonder? I think 12. Maybe even 10. Like, I'm just not getting any faster. Let's go to 10 and see what happens. We're losing speed at 10. Try 11. Seems like you want to shift somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 RPMs. Getting up some speed here now. getting over. Past this guy finally. This is the guy who hit his brakes and caused us to lose all that time in the first place. Oh, and then just as we get up over 70, the speed limit drops. Do you believe it? I don't believe it. Alright, well, let's kick on our cruise at 68 here. Hopefully traffic's not... Oh boy, we gotta get off though. Not gonna let me in post-fed. Oh, I gotta slow down significantly. I need to get off. Not here. Okay, well, that's good to know. Here? Yeah, here, I think. That's where we need to get off. Alright. Well, made our turn. This is a cool little interchange here. Palm trees. Jeez Louise. Oh, we're there. Oh. Did not realize we had made it to Phoenix here, guys. Good for us. Alright. Well. Looks like we are headed for the Phoenix Industrial Zone. And of course we are tired again. So annoying. This means we're gonna have to sleep through the whole day again. Just don't know what to do about that situation. May as well sleep. Come back here and sleep after we drop off this load, I think. Oh, well, yeah, we're past it now anyway, so. I shouldn't have stopped. Alright, let's drop this guy off, and then we'll come back over here and sleep, I think is our plan. We are coming over here to Chem, whatever this is. Chemso, maybe? A lot of these companies seem like they're supposed to be real companies. A lot of them, however, do not seem like they're supposed to be real. Keep an eye on our mirrors here. Looks just like the place where we picked this load up, but it's definitely not. I haven't been here before. Pretty positive. I don't see the hard one. It's that same hard one that we tried the last time and failed on. Let's try it again. This is, that's kind of lame, I think. But the map is, you know, the same, basically. So I'm going to try to back in from over here, I think, is my tentative plan. Get way over, so I can get nice and straightened up, and then turn my wheels that way and start moving out. So, if it's not entirely obvious, I completely screwed this up. I wonder if we could back in going this ways. That didn't work at all. I didn't have enough, you know, that thing there with the pylon, with the supports in the middle, just makes this very difficult. Try and straighten out over here and see if we can't back in this ways. I don't know. This is a hard one. It's a hard one. Okay, well, pretty good line backing in here. Whether that's going to help us or not, I have no idea. Gotta come this ways. Looking too bad. Oh, this is, yeah, no. I give up. I don't know why it won't let me give up anymore. Like, cancel current job, enter. No, I don't want to. No. I don't know why it's not giving me the option to just like give up. Because that's what I want to do. Because I don't think I got this. Try a little more. I don't know how you get the option to just park. Doesn't seem to want to give it to me. Well, from here, maybe I can do it. Give her a shot. Doesn't look terrible. Now it gives it to me, now that I'm getting in there. Wow. So close. Guys, we are so close. I can't believe it that we can't make this. Can't get over in time. Swing it back around. Which means that I am coming in at too harsh an angle. Let's do this again. Straighten this up again. And they purposely put these, you know. Oh boy, I think we got a 90. I think we got a 90. Oh, we're so close. Still not taking it though. Straighten out a little bit here. I think we got this, guys. I think we got it. Yes. All right. Well, 35 minutes. That took a little longer than I would have liked, but we did make our parking job. 90 points. Excellent. Level 10 too. That's exciting. I'm gonna drive over to the sleeping spot now. Oh, and we got another level of this here. Let's go with another level of hazmat. Apply. Let's just drive right now. Let's that sleeping up. Let's go into first gear. I hope I didn't damage my truck there. We'll go sleep, and then we'll call it an episode. So that took obviously longer than I would have liked, but we did get it in there. And I feel like when we do those things, I do learn, a fair amount about how, the physics of a tractor trailer. It's not obvious how to work one of these things. And you know, really, I think the only real way to get better at it is to do it over and over again. You know, just to practice, as is so often the case. So many skill-based things. So the motel truck wash stopping center, I guess, is probably shopping center. Stopping center. Shopping center is probably it. Oh, relax. What is that? I don't even know what that is. I don't think that has anything to do with me. I didn't hit that guy, did I? It's like a car alarm. First time that's happened. Alright, let's stop the engine. Let's put our parking brake on. And let's rest. And then we'll call this an episode. Of course, it's nighttime again. Nothing we can do about that. Cool. Still having a good time. That was an exciting parking job, even if it took way too long. And that's okay. Still having a good time. There will be a next time. We'll see you then on American Truck Simulator. Click like or subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, or leave me a comment and let me know how I'm doing. Thanks.